Alright guys, so let's have a look at miners. Cleanspark, Riot Platforms, Marathon Digital, Mara. So they are about to report earnings. So I'm looking at the Cleanspark right now because they released the earnings earlier in the morning, but the conference call is going to be after market close in about 30 minutes or so. We have about 30 minutes until market close. Stock is basically unchanged in the morning. It did push a little bit higher, basically pulling back. So here's the chart of Cleanspark. So last time I think we talked about this name. I don't know where it was sitting. So let's take a look at the levels. So right here, right now, well, you can see that this, again, 1450, 14-ish, pretty solid resistance so far, where it has been bouncing off of this level many times. If you are bearish, well, it has to slip below this level in order for it to go lower, maybe potentially to $10. If you're bullish, well, this is the trend line I'm watching right now, downtrend. So at the moment, stock is below its 50-day simple moving average, which is acting as a resistance right here, right now. That level is around 1765-ish. And yeah, this is the downtrend. Just like last time, we were watching these highs where it did break out, tested this level, and it gave a little bit of an opportunity to trade this name for about like 20% rally, 25% rally or so. So if you're bullish, this is the trend line you should watch, and you should watch the stock get back above $18 to potentially push to 21, 24. So let's take a look at Riot Platforms. Riot Platforms reported earnings, but we saw a bit of a muted action. It didn't do much, and it's still at those levels after reporting earnings. It's at those basically, what is it, $10, hovering around, basically trying to hold on to this $10 level at the moment. But there's no indication that, well, at least right here, right now, for me, that this is changing the trend. Stock is choppy in a support area, but I wouldn't join into choppiness like this. This is the basically chop zone between 12 and 10. It can spend there for quite some time, just like it has done in the past. So if you're bullish, you want to see Riot Platforms above $12 levels. Marathon Digital. So Mara, on other hand, is, I think it's above, it's holding on to 50-day, but it's right at that 50-day actually. So it needs to go above $20 in order for it to push towards 22 and potentially maybe 24.66. But they're about to report earnings tonight after market close. Implied volatility for Marathon Digital is very high. It is implying by May 10th. So basically, it is implying that it's going to move up or down $2 off this earnings and for the rest of basically this week, which is, we have only one day left. Okay. So, and also I was looking at the highly traded options volumes, and you can see Marathon Digital in that list, and you can see 61% of the volume out of this 200,000 volume that came in today are calls, and I do believe calls are being sold, and it might just not, basically it can't have exact same reaction as Cleanspark did. What else are they going to say? I mean, except for some diluted shares and stuff, but I don't see any, it's already, for me, it's obvious that that's it. It will be in this range, but market is still pricing, because they haven't reported earnings, is still pricing the options where it is pricing very expensive in my opinion. And but if you're bullish Marathon Digital, you want this name tomorrow after they report earnings, basically above $20.50. So these 4 or 5 days or so, it has been hovering in this range of 1950, 2050. So if you wanted to push higher, that's the level you should watch. If it doesn't hold these levels, well, support 1850, 1750, $16. These are the levels I'm watching to the downside for Marathon. So outstanding shares, another thing I wanted to have. So 272 million. We'll see what they report after report, what they will say if they have increased diluted shares. So that's what I'm watching for all of these miners. Another thing I forgot, which is the key BTC, which is staying below 50-day simple moving average. Again, if you want, these miners to run, BTC has to break out of this downtrend. At the moment, it could be maybe forming this flag pattern where it might break out, it might break down towards 45k, or it might break out above 70k and run. But right now, basically overall market is choppy as well, so we'll see what it does. But at the moment, it's in a chop, sort of a downtrend. But that's what I'm watching. We'll see what they report tomorrow, and we'll take a look at it after they report filings. We'll go through the ACC filings. But that's the update for all of the miners. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe.